What's up everybody, Alex here, and welcome to this Dota Underlords patch analysis for May 28th, 2020. This is the most significant change they've made since they changed the draft pool a few weeks back. Now, as many of you would know, they have been adding 3-star abilities to many units in the last several weeks. That would include like Crystal Maiden. You get her to 3 stars, she creates a cooldown reduction for all your units provided she's alive. Warlock, he 3 stars, he will prevent all demons from silencing themselves. There are tons of changes like this, and now we have even more that we'll talk about shortly. What they did though, it was always really hard to get those units to 3 stars. It was never really a viable strategy. You're not saying, okay, I'm doing the demon build, I'm getting Warlock to 3 stars. It was such a huge risk, and it always will be a huge risk, but it felt like a massive unwarranted risk, almost unplayable in ranked. And what they've done now is they've kind of shifted the odds ever so slightly in your favor, and it's very important that you guys know this because the sweet spots for rolling for units has totally changed. It's totally changed. Let's talk about it. So what you see here is the new odds for the shop, and what I've got here is the old odds for the shop. Now I know it's a little clunky here, but Windows has the thickest possible frame for a photograph, whatever. So on top here's the old, on the bottom's the new. Let's look at tier 1. So when you're at level 1, you used to have a 70% chance to get a tier 1 unit, 30 for tier 2. Now it's 80-20. So right off the bat, a 10% increase in getting tier 1 units is very significant. It increases the opportunity for you to see like 2 Warlocks or even 3 Warlocks in one shot. Okay, so interesting. Level 2, let's see where it goes. Level 2, what you've got now is you have a situation where you're at 70 and 30. So again, you've shifted the odds by 5% in the favor of tier 1. Still significant. Still significant. This also, by the way, all this, it really benefits open forwarding, by the way. Number 3, so level 3, you're at level 3 now. This still maintains a 5% advantage over the previous odds, and you're going to see that tier 2 has remained the same. What's interesting about this, and very significant, is that the tier 3 units, like your Lunas and your Shadow Fiends, now have a 5% less chance of getting pulled. So they've slowed down the mid-game. What they've done is they've taken Luna out of the shop in the earlier rounds now. So it's slowed down the mid game because the tier 3 units are they're later now. You're going to pull them later, and tier 4 units are even later. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, so that's what happened here. You took 5% from tier 3 and you put it to tier 1. And that maintains. You used to have, so at tier 4, sorry, level 4, tier 1 units had a 40% chance. Now you got 45. But now look at tier 2. Look at tier 2. Tier 2 now has a 40% chance. So now you're in the sweet spot for re-rolling for tier 2 units. Dazzles, Witch Doctors. Now you're in the sweet spot. Level 4. Okay? Still open forwarding range. Barely. This is usually when you peel off of open forwarding, but now it's still open forwarding range. Okay? 40% chance, up from 35. Check out level 5. Ready? And again, look at tier 3. 15 versus 25. 10% reduction in pulling tier 3 units. That really slows down the game. Okay. Level 5. You can still see on screen. Okay, so I got monitoring the screen here. So, at level 5, 35%, which is consistent with what it used to be. Again, 40% at tier 2, which is a big increase, 10% increase over the 30% you had traditionally. So the sweet spot is 4 and 5 for tier 2. 100%. I would actually argue that you want to get to 5, get a better composition on the board, win streak at that point, and then try and get it. But that's a whole other macro strategy. But again, now you're at 25% for tier 4, tier 3, sorry, which is down from 30%. Okay, and here's a very significant change: 0% for tier 4. It used to be 5%. You used to be able to pull that early Lone Druid, pull that early Tidehunter, and do some work. Now it's gone. You cannot pull tier 4 units at level 5. Now let's shift this over so you guys can still see here. Just want to make sure you guys can see. Okay, this is better. There we go. So at level 6, okay, level 6, it's still remaining the same. Tier 1 odds remaining the same. Tier 2 odds, they are slightly higher still. So you have a 35% versus 30. 35% chance for tier 3. So now tier 3 is back to where it used to be. But it's not the sweet point yet. It's not the sweet point yet. And finally, you have your tier 4 odds there. Okay? So you finally got, oh, I'm covering some of the numbers. Anyways. Level 7. Now you're at the sweet spot. You're at level 7, and you want to get a 3-star Luna now. And we'll talk about Luna in a second. Now this is when you re-roll. Because you used to have a 35% chance, and now you're at a 40. Now you're at a 40. And the nice thing about this, the odds now, is at level 8, it used to drop to 30, still at 35. 9, it used to be 28, now it's 30. So tier 3 units are pretty much effective in terms of 3-starring all throughout the game. 28% chance at level 10 is probably good enough if you need 1 or 2 Lunas. I mean, it's going to be frustrating, but if you don't pull them. But let's take a look at tier 4. So again, it used to be at level 5, you had a chance to pull tier 4. Now it starts at level 6, and it's just delayed 1 level. Everything's just delayed. It's pushed back. So everything is the exact same, more or less, minus the minor changes at 9 and 10. But everything, the most significant change for tier 4 is it's back 1 level. So you're going to get them later, and the odds of pulling them has pushed later. Everything remains the same for tier 5. No changes at tier 5. So very significant changes here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about the individual units, but this is huge. So you have to note the new sweet spots for re-rolling. Let's move on. Now, we got some hero changes. Let's talk about them. Hero changes. Broodmother. 3-star effect. All friendly spiderlings, both hers and the Insect Alliance spiderlings, are invulnerable while Broodmother is alive. Perfect. I love that. Let's test it out. Alright, Broodmother with her fancy brand new 3-star icon. Let's see how she does. Let's see those insects survive. We got bristlebacks and razors, units that always delete insects. But look, they're not being deleted. They're surviving. They're invulnerable. The insects are not dying. They're staying alive. Look at this. What a sight. Those insects could not be destroyed by the quill spray or the plasma field there by Razor. What a play. Love it. Broodmother, back in the meta? Probably not. Next up is Dazzle. Dazzle's 3-star effect is that he gains Shallow Grave, and all friendly units within 1 cell of Dazzle survive an extra 5 seconds after receiving a killing blow. It's basically a vesture on a unit. Fantastic, and let's see it in effect. Alright, and now we've got Dazzle with his fancy new 3-star effect. Let's see that vesture of the Tyrant ability here. Hey, Bad Rider, what are you guys doing? Oh, don't worry, the Bad Riders are still alive. I mean, this is still problematic. These Juggernauts are going to kill them. But as you can see, it's like a vesture of the Tyrant effect on Dazzle. Pretty neat. That's pretty cool. That could have some interesting utility. And you know what? It's a positional ability. It'll make a difference on how you position Dazzle, and I love that. Let's move on. Now here's a big one. Luna. Luna has had some minor tweaking to her damage. I'll let you read through that. It's fine. It's just some minor tweaking. Nothing too significant. However, the 3-star effect is so significant. Eclipse is gained by Luna at 3 stars. In Luna's time of need, Celamene blocks the light in a radius of 2 cells around Luna and showers enemies with 15 beams of lunar energy, 1 every 0.3 seconds, doing 200 magical damage per beam, stunning for half a second, and hitting a maximum of 5 beams per enemy unit. Magical damage is Luna now. 3-star Luna viable in mage builds? Probably not. But if you have her, why not, I guess. Let's see how this works. Alright, and now we've got Luna. She just got her new 3-star effect, Eclipse. At 3 stars, she is going to cast Eclipse now. Mini stunning and damaging enemies. She's got a mana bar now. Luna has a... Oh, Mask of Madness nerf. It's a Mask of Madness nerf on Luna. Anyways, still interesting. Can she solo 8 Magnuses? They're cleaving. They're angry. It's close. It's close. I got my hand on the horn. Luna wins. Fantastic. Luna is OP now, and it's going to be really interesting rolling for her. Let's move on. Next up is Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon's 3-star effect. Shadow Demon gains Soul Catcher, which activates during Demonic Purge. At the start of Demonic Purge, the affected unit loses 30% of its current health, and at the end, if it survives, it regains half. Very interesting change. What that basically means, so Demonic Purge is a huge single target, like, removal. It hits for a ton of damage. And what's interesting about this is that it almost just doesn't quite take out the unit it's targeting. Now, with a 30% reduction in that unit's health, it basically says, okay, either take the unit out or it gets an opportunity to survive. It maximizes Shadow Demon's ability to just delete 1 unit on the opposition's team. If they survive, they recover some of their health, but basically, it's like it kind of ensures a Shadow Demon can get the killing blow, and let's check it out in action. Alright, now Shadow Demon has received his buff as well, 3 stars. He's getting a Demonic Purge that takes away 30% health. Now here's the thing, Shadow Demon, 3,600 health. 12,000 health on Axe. His single target removal is pretty significant. Can he beat Axe 1v1? Let me know what you guys think. There's surely no way that he can win, right? Let's take a look at Axe's health. Look at that hit, 30%. That was so significant. So significant. There's Demonic Purge. He healed back up, because again, he heals back for 15%. But the Demonic Purge is doing a lot of work here. Again, this is doing a great job of illustrating how this ability works. You're actually seeing Axe's health kind of rebound every time. But I think Shadow Demon's going to 1v1 a 3-star Axe. This is incredible. He's actually 1v1ing a 3-star Axe. Wow. Give him the horn. He earned it. Look at that. Shadow Demon. Literally destroying a 3-star Axe. Truly remarkable. So Razor and Snapfire also got some bug fixes, but that's not what we're excited about. We're excited about Treant Protector, one of the druids, a unit that you very frequently see at 3 stars, so this is a very significant change. At 3 stars, Treant Protector gains living armor, and during Leech Seed, friendly units healed by the seed will gain 5 additional armor points. That is huge, and you know what? I love it. Treant Protector is one of those units that you're going to get to 3 stars very frequently because of the Druid bonus. It is a very significant change. Alright, this is the last one. Let's take a look. We have the 3-star Treant with his new 3-star impact. Armor being gained for everyone under the effect of Leech Seed versus his overpowered Luna. Who's going to take it? Let's see it. Alright, come on, Magnus. Make up for it. Look at that. Okay, Leech Seed drops. There is no Leech Seed yet. There it is, and you're going to see the armor there. The armor comes up on the Magnuses, and Luna goes down. So, very interesting, and I think it's really good. I think that armor plus the heal is a huge impact. It's a huge buff to Treant. A very interesting 3-star mechanic. Guys, if you have any questions or comments, let me know down below. I would love to discuss this with you. I love these changes. Let's hope for Season 2 upcoming soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and a very special thank you to all of my wonderful subscribers. Take care, everyone, and I hope you guys have fun this week in Dota Underlords.